Hey everyone, welcome back to World of Warcraft Classic Hardcore and our Human Paladin. I appreciate you joining me today, and I hope you are all doing well. Today we are back in Lochmadan for one more episode. We've got the Seers and the Skull Thumpers within Stone Splinter Valley, and we've got Bingles and the Crocolisks around the loch itself. We're heading south of Thalsamar now, and we should be arriving shortly, so let's get started. This is going to be a pretty tough one, at least significantly tougher than the first time we came through the valley. We're going to have no choice but to go into the hills, and possibly the caves as well, at least a little bit, to find our Seers and Skull Thumpers. The hope is that they're not all bunched together, or at least not as much as the trogs here in the camps around this part of the valley. Especially since those Seers are going to be casting lightning bolts and whatnot at us. Going to make things a bit more challenging. We're heading in now. I see some dead bodies, so we do have some players around the area at least. Might make things a tad bit easier. It looks like each lightning bolt is going to be about 10 or 11% of our health, which is quite a lot. It's not too bad by itself. Should be pretty manageable, and since they are casters, they do go down pretty quickly, which is definitely a good thing. But if we pull more than one, I feel like things could get a little bit hairy, especially if we are unlucky with weapon swings and whatnot. It's a good thing that a lot of them are level 13. Might be some level 14s in the mix, but that's a good sign. Should make our swings a little bit more consistent. And especially against the Skull Thumpers too. Hopefully we won't get hit as much. Yeah, so we do have that seer pulled over there. It is definitely a pain. We're going to have to bring that seer back just a little bit. Let's make sure we get some heals out as well. It's a good thing that they have a limited mana pool as well, so they can't cast all the time at least. And once they do start hitting us with normal attacks, we're not dealing anywhere near as much damage. Now, taking on two Skull Thumpers at once is a little bit more manageable. I would be much more okay with that. It's nice because I think our aggro radius to these enemies should be a little bit less as well. So we can have a little bit less distance before we start pulling extra enemies. So far I am enjoying how much space we have so far, at least outside of the caves. Feels like we have plenty of room. A battered chest here. Let's see if it's anything more than garbage. Oh, there's some decent stuff in here. Nothing that we can actually really utilize, I suppose, but these are good vendorable pieces. Run into a couple of players up here. This cave I'm okay with because it's a straight shot across, I believe. Yeah. I'm okay with this one. This one's not much of a cave, more of just a way to connect two sides of the valley. See another chest in the distance. Let's see if we can grab it. Double sears up here. Stun one. A bunch of stuff from that chest too. It's pretty good haul. Let's try to figure out how much more we need. Oh my god, there's another chest up here. So many chests. I feel like people are ignoring most of them. Yeah, right, this one just had garbage in it. Let's take a look at our quest log real quick. Need 4 more skull thumpers and 1 more seer. Skull thumpers, I mean, we have found a decent amount of them outside, at least 6. But I feel like the skull thumper's a little bit more common inside the caves. We'll still see if we can stick with the outside though. Maybe the respawn rates will be good enough. We won't be forced to go inside. Yeah, the overall goal for today is hopefully we can hit level 18 with the quests that we complete. Once we wrap up this one for the Stone Splinter Valley, we'll turn it in at the Valley of Kings and pick up the follow-up. And that follow-up is going to lead us to the same area where Bingle's quest will also take us as well. And both of those will be just north of the crocolisks that we'll be hunting. That Crocolisk quest can take a little bit of time. Sometimes you get unlucky, because I do believe it is a collection quest, if I'm not mistaken. But I suppose the extra kills won't be a bad thing. This should be our last kill. Got a little bonus one. Let's heal up real quick. Actually got a bag drop from that. Oh, it's an 8-slot bag as well. Wow. That is both great and also sad a little bit, because I don't believe we've had a single bag pickup. Maybe one? Even as far as the 6-slot bags are concerned, we might have had like one, and we didn't even get a chance to use it because we already filled our inventory bar full of them. So the fact that one of our first and only bag drops happens to be an 8-slot is pretty awesome. Because each of those bags, I believe, costs about 25 silver. And money has been really tough to come by without the auction house or even additional professions. Like even if we were just to pick up skinning or herbalism just to vendor what we gathered, we can't even do that, so a little bit low on money. Always good to get those bags. This linen cloth is going to start to add up as well, and we'll make sure to convert those into bandages even after we don't need to, just because I believe the bandages are going to be worth a little bit more as far as vendoring them, so we might as well. We are out of Stone Splinter Valley and re-entering the Valley of Kings. Again, Mountaineer Gravelgaw.
How are you?
You accomplished your mission well, human. The king himself would be proud. The reinforcements promised to us never showed, however. Apparently the Alliance front is a sea of crimson from the blood of our fallen brethren. The news of the losses leaves a bitter taste in one's mouth. But we must not let their deaths go for naught. We must rally in these grim times and bring glory back to the Alliance. Speak with Mountaineer Wallbang for reassignment. You're needed now more than ever.
Safe travel.
Alrighty then.
Well met.
Let's see what's next. The Mountaineers tell me you are quite brave and capable, Sedelian. We need a human like you around here. The Trog problem isn't getting any better. The reserves haven't been called to the front, and we're all alone out here. But now that we have a seasoned paladin here, let's see what you can do. Go out and kill 10 Stone Splinter Shaman and 10 Stone Splinter Bone Snappers. Let's see if you live up to your reputation, Trog Slayer.
Be good.
Yep, very good. And we are now, so we're going to stop in Thelsamar real quick just so we can vendor some stuff, unless we run into the traveling merchant along the road, which is definitely possible. Just want to vendor the stuff in our inventory, get the rest of this stuff out. After we vendor this, we might actually hit our first gold. I don't think we've gone past the gold mark yet. So that's pretty exciting. And then we're going to head over to the eastern side. We're going to go find Bingles and his crash site. We're going to have some crocolisks to kill. Hopefully we have some luck with those crocolisks. Yeah, we need meat and skins. Speak with Mr. Coppertone real quick. Get rid of this stuff. Not quite at the gold mark, just a couple of silver short. Let's get back out there and enjoy our run around the lock. Suppose one of these days we should explore the lock itself, like under the water. Because I don't believe you're sent down below for any reason, for any particular quest. And maybe we can just do that right now. We can swim across, we can take a look underneath the waves. I'm sure there's going to be some sort of frenzies or fish that are going to be a little bit aggressive. And I know that old Nessie, I believe, she's called, somewhere beneath the waves, as you can see from the Deep Run tram when you take that. Young Threshodon, level 19. So we do have to be careful of these guys. Especially since we're going to be in the middle of the water, we're not going to have a chance to escape. Not a very good one, at least. Most of the time, when you see big bodies of water like this, you at least get a couple of spots underneath the waves where you can get some air with the bubbles and whatnot. I don't see that here in the lock. Doesn't appear to be an option. Got a broken down wagon down below. Doesn't look like there's anything interactable though. I do like the aesthetics though of the bottom of this lake. There's a lot of greenery, which you don't see as much of, especially when it's like this condensed. This algae, or just grass, I guess you can call it, is very plentiful here. Alright, we're on the southern island, which is a place that I don't typically go to. There are crocolisks here. I don't know if these ones count towards the overall quest. I guess we'll find out though. Let's see if they drop anything. And that one didn't have anything. Yeah, we'll try to kill a couple though. Yeah, right, we did get some crocolisk meat out of that. So that's pretty handy. We're going to put that in a different bag slot just so we don't vendor it by accident. Since it is a tradable item. We're going to keep our eye out for Bingles. Yeah, Bingles should be right over there by where this crashed airship is. And that, sitting on that little hill. But since we're already here, we might as well take on some of these crocolisks. We have a better... I feel like we've got a better view of them here than we would on the bigger island to the north. There's just like a lot of hills and trees and stuff where you often can't see the crocolisks coming sometimes, or when they respawn. And if I'm not mistaken, they might be slightly higher level than these ones too. I think they have a different name. Let's just gather what we can here, and if we run out, then we'll move on. There. Yeah, we're level 14 at least. This gives us a little bit of an advantage. Nice crit there. Getting a little dicey. We're okay. Do have a fairly quick respawn, it looks like. I'm still seeing some of the dead bodies, but new ones are popping up regardless. I feel like this spot in particular is pretty unpopular for this quest. Don't usually see too many players here. I don't really come here myself though, so I guess I don't really have too much of an experience that I've seen out of this smaller island. Yeah, we've got some quick spawns here. Let's just be careful. Maybe we'll stand a little bit closer to the edge. Have to be careful of any that might be lurking in the water too. I think we're done with the meat. Yes, we just need 2 more skins now. So we've made some pretty good progress. I would say this is probably about average for this quest. Drop rate is not bad at all. It could be much worse. But we'll see how those last 2 skins go first before I make that judgment. I just need 1 more. I'll be happy to get off this little island. I feel just like a little bit uneasy with how fast these guys are coming back. And no room to run. So we're gonna have to swim. Oh yeah, coming in all around us at the moment. Slow that one down. Hammer of Justice didn't go through. Our attack speed's quite fast as well. Oh wow. Having problems with this one. Ooh, and they're getting close. This last skin is it's been rough to collect. Let's get our mana back before we loot these. Hopefully we'll get that last skin. Nope, looks like we gotta keep going. Yeah, honestly, we might not even get to the In Defense of the King's Land, the next part of it, and we might not have to. We might be able to save that for a later date. That island in the very north, the far north, where you face the next set of trogs, is pretty dangerous. Especially for our level, I think I would feel much more comfortable coming back to that at a later date. I really just wanted to make sure that we hit level 18 before we went back to Ironforge to turn in that report or Storm Pike. And it seems like we might be able to do that if we turn in this Crocolisk quest and Bingle's, breadcrumb. There we go, that's the last Crocolisk skin. Maybe that'll be enough to push us to where we need to be. Okay, so we've got a young Thresher down here, level 20. Yeah, let's just go around. We'll take a longer route. See if we can avoid him. Alright, we should be safe. Alright, let's turn in Bingle's quest next. And then we're going to turn in the quest for Crocolisk hunting. And then we might have to do a little bit of grinding. Just to hit level 18 before we head over to Ironforge. Bingle's walking around over there. I thought we were getting attacked by something random for a second there. Just a fellow player. Hello there, Bingles.
Hi, you're a tall one.
So, Norn doesn't trust my reconnaissance abilities. I wonder why. Never mind that. I need your assistance. Nay, the movement needs your assistance.
You have a great day now.
As if crashing into the lock wasn't bad enough, Trogs from the nearby island attacked me and stole my tools and special Blastenheimer Blastenkapper explosives. With no gyrocopter and no explosives, the movement has no chance. Get my tools back and find my Blastenkapper explosives, Sedelian, for Gnomeregan. As a reward, we get Bingle's flying gloves, 2 agility, 2 intellect, very interesting.
Off and away.
Yeah, so we'll hold on to that quest and collect his supplies when we can. What we're going to do right now is head over to the Farstrider Lodge. We'll grind along the way, because I think we're going to need it. Oh boy, okay. Horde people. Ah, man, I always forget these guys exist. Always. I forget that they exist too on Horde, the Alliance on the Horde side as well throughout the Barrens. But especially in Loch Madan, I always forget that these guys patrol. If we pull them, we're dead. I think. I don't. Like our best shot is like pop Divine Protection and run without touching them, like not even stunning them. Because using an ability on them will leash them even further. And that's obviously not good either. Glad I saw them before we're getting to the top of this hill here. Depending on where you are in the zone, you could very well be blinded to that patrol. I don't think I see them anymore. They should be far enough away. Some rogues, and we are really churning through our bandages. Okay, I've been sitting here thinking that we're going to start vendoring them, but we might actually just need to hold on to them because I don't know how much wool cloth we're going to be able to collect. You know, we've got some, but I don't know how sustainable that's going to be. We might have to end up holding on to this linen anyway. Alright, and we are back at the Farstrider Lodge once again. Let's go ahead and vendor what we've picked up. And we are past the 1 gold mark. Not for long, but it's nice to see it for the first time. And where are we going here? Merrick Ironheart.
Great to meet you.
Did I tell you about the time I almost lost my hand to one of the crocs? Nasty bugger it was. Teeth like knives, but I was lucky. Jammed the brute's jaw shut with my knife. Still have the knife around here somewhere.
Off with you.
Well now, these are excellent specimens you collected, Sedelian. Good money for high quality materials, that's for sure.
Watch your back.
Only 1,000 experience for that one, so not going to get us exactly to where we need to be.
Good day to you.
Under these couple of things, and let's get back to Felsamar, and we'll grind out the last bar and a half along the way. I guess technically we don't need to grind the entire bar, but I think we'll do so anyway, just because we do have the report to turn in at Ironforge, which will give us some experience, but I'm not exactly sure how much. And I'm trying my best not to look things up in between episodes. Trying not to use the internet as much as possible. actually curious to know what's in these hills over here. Because I'm not sure you're really sent over here for a particular quest. If I'm not mistaken. There is an alternate way to get into Stone Splinter Valley in kind of a similar way, but I wonder what's kind of over here. Maybe it's just another group of trogs. Just another trog location that we could go to. The area is just marked as Loch Madan. We've got some kind of like a gravelly area. Nothing but a grizzled black bear marking his territory. It does say that there's a cave of some kind on the map though, which I find intriguing. So I see a cave marked on the map, but I do not see a cave itself. Definitely didn't see one on this side. I can see it kind of on the mini-map. There's like this little patch of like gray rocky area in between some of these bigger sections. Huh. Yeah, look at that. I've never seen this before. It's a nice little path up here. Interesting. I wonder if that's like, I mean, it kind of looks like a horde symbol, but not really at the same time. I've got this like little cave here, just with some mushrooms and whatnot, but nothing interactable, it looks like. This would be kind of cool if this was like, where like those horde characters were like camping out in, I guess. They like came back here every once in a while to, restock as they go out for another patrol. And I don't know, maybe that's what it is. Really cool little area there. Oh my god. And I might not be incorrect. Because they're right there. They're walking back towards the eastern side of the zone. Glad we saw them when we did. I feel like we've been getting very lucky with them. As far as like seeing them early. Maybe I was not wrong. Well, let's wrap around the other way. I think we're close enough to level 18 now where we could turn in that report, but it's probably just like a few more kills anyway. Just to reach level 18. Definitely should have enough now. Probably one more kill. Let's just head straight back. Tired of getting lucky and just nearly avoiding these patrols. I don't want to waste any more time. Let's not give them the chance. I guess the good part is, as far as that's concerned, is we don't have too much more in Loch Madan left to do. We certainly don't have to... I mean, we have to do Bingle's quest. That's probably the only thing we have left on the eastern side of the zone. The Far Strider Lodge is complete. Everything else is going to be in the Defense of King's Land, so deeper into Stone Splinter Valley's caves, if we really want to go through with like the final part of that quest and the final boss that you have to kill within. I don't know if we're going to want to do that though, because you have to go to the deepest part of the cave and fight 3 enemies at once, one of which bloodlusts the other 2. Again, that's where game knowledge kind of comes in handy, but apart from those quests, we just have like the Dark Iron quest. It's like 1 or 2 quests up north, and that's it. There's nothing else left to really do here. Let's take the flight. We can vendor once we get into Ironforge. But yeah, that's probably going to be it for Loch Madan. So, I mean, in the next episode, we're definitely going back to Westfall for sure. We'll see what we can do there. And then we're kind of ready to take on 1 or 2 quests, the first 1 or 2 that we can pick up in Red Ridge. So maybe we can do that, and I think I'll feel a little bit better by that point. Maybe we can hit like level 19 or something between those 2 zones, and maybe then we can make the run through the wetlands, get the flight path at Menethil Harbor, and then maybe we can get into some Darkshore from there. Might have to do a couple of quests initially that might be gray to us, just to unlock the later ones, but it might be a good idea for us to take that route and just be extra safe. Back in Ironforge once again. We've got to figure out where we need to go. Prospector Stormpike, and he is in the Assembly of Explorers. Should be over this way. Probably in that big library. Which might be worth checking out, actually. This is honestly like one of my favorite parts of Ironforge. I think for many it's probably the forge itself, but I really love the Hall of Explorers, especially this giant library and museum-esque type of place. Yeah, I've never actually gone up and down these halls before. There's stuff to interact with. Laris Girdwaddle. What a name. Amazing, aren't they? All these artifacts and remains. I'm not sure what I'm more impressed by, their size or the stories that go along with them. There's so much to study and learn, and the connections we can make. Did you know rumor has it that many races have the same heritage as night elves?
You have a great day now.
I have heard that. We've got some specimens here. We've got plaques that give you a little bit of backstory for each one. That's pretty cool. Skull of Tyrannistras. The remains of a gargantuan red dragon were found in the wetlands shortly after the Battle of Grim Patrol. Tyrannostraze was rumored to have been the elder consort of the Dragon Queen Alexstrasza. Huh. That is something I definitely did not know. Yeah, these are pretty cool. There's a gigantic ram. There's even more stuff on this side as well. Highborn Astrolabe. Just a horde catapult. Lion Mountain Heart.
Great to meet
Some pretty cool stuff. I bet inside the library itself there might be some books to interact with. I don't think I'll interact with any today because we've got plenty of time. Yeah, we've got Civil War in the Plaguelands, the Alliance of Lordaeron, some of the same stuff we saw. Arathorn, the Troll Wars. Oh god, yeah, there's a lot in here. Oh my goodness. Battle of Grim Patrol. Definitely want to read that one, I think. Didn't realize that there was a Blood Elf in here. Or a High Elf. So many cool things about this place. We're going to have to do the same with the Stormwind Library as well. I think at some point we'll have to read some books, we'll have to explore a little bit.
What's on your mind? Safe travel.
Curse that Iron Band. I sent him a load of blast powder weeks ago, but he's made no mention of it in this report. So, where did the blast powder go?
Be good.
If Iron Band still needs blast powder, then by Magni he'll have it. I sent the approval on ahead with a messenger to Jern Hornhelm in Felsamar. I'll prepare the powder and other supplies to take to Iron Band. And one more thing. I want you to personally see that the shipment of powder reaches its destination. The last one didn't, so keep your mind sharp and your eyes open.
Keep your feet on the ground.
Small breadcrumb sending us back to Felsamar once we do go. We'll have to remember that. Every time we go to a new place, or even go back to an existing one, I feel like we always have to keep our quest log open and ready. Constantly have stuff to review. So we do have to go to the Mystic Ward now. Why don't we go ahead and go through the Forlorn Cavern, since it connects with the Hall of Explorers anyway. It is nice to open our quest log and see a bunch of green stuff to do. I am glad about that. Traveling Fisherman, we've got Stone Blades. Let's enter Stone Blades for a second here. I'm curious to see what these guys might have.
How are you?
Got a blade merchant that does sell two-handers, level 41, level 31. Okay. Worth remembering. I think that's it. Nothing else to interact with in here. We've got a cool little fishing hole. I wonder if there's anything in this body of water. No, it doesn't look like it. Alright, enough exploring. Let's go ahead and get those abilities. Brander Iron Hammer.
What can I do for you?
What do we got today? We've got a new rank of Seal of the Righteousness. That is fantastic. And we've got, what do we got? We've got Divine Protection. Yeah, we're gonna want that for sure. I think, yeah, okay, so it's gonna increase how long it lasts by a couple seconds. And I'm still going to leave Blessing of Freedom alone. I just don't know how useful it's going to be for us. So I'm just not going to touch it. As far as level 20 abilities, we don't have to worry about Retribution until level 22. We can get Devotion Aura for 40 silver. We can get Exorcism for 40 silver. And we are going to want that, I think. Because we are going to be entering Duskwood and whatnot not too long from now. We can get Flash of Light. I don't know how much I care about this. I don't know. I suppose it's a quicker heal. So, like, you know, it costs more mana, but maybe it's worth it. I'm going to stick with Exorcism. Exorcism for sure. And Devotion Aura. So we're going to need 80 silver at least for level 20. So we'll make sure that we prepare for that.
Keep your feet on the ground.
Let's get our new ranks on the bar. Hopefully these will make a considerable difference in one way, shape, or form. The extra 2 seconds on Divine Protection is actually pretty massive, if I'm being honest. Alright guys, that is going to do it for me for today. In the next episode, we're going back to Westfall, and we're going to be fighting some good old-fashioned pillagers. As always, I appreciate you all so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Take care.